You are listening to The Vocal Technologist. Spoken tech for your ears.
Welcome back. Today we're looking at, well, the incredibly fast pace of AI development. It's almost hard to keep up. We want to peel back some layers on the big shifts, how we're actually building and interacting with tech now. The idea is to cut through all the noise and get to what really matters for you.
Yeah, it's definitely more than just getting new tools. We're seeing a fundamental change, like a restructuring. AI is really reshaping how development happens and how you experience technology day to day. Everything from back-end data stuff right through to the interface you're clicking on.
And talk about hitting the ground running. Elon Musk just confirmed xAI's Grok is coming to Teslas.
Yeah.
Like next week at the latest. Imagine that in your car. What does that actually mean for the driving experience?
Well, it's a pretty big step. And it fits into this wider trend of spreading AI capabilities out. Actually, speaking of that, next week, AWS is launching an AI agent marketplace at their summit in New York. Anthropic's a key partner there. It's basically a platform for startups to offer their AI agents directly to AWS customers. Google Cloud, Microsoft, they're doing similar things, trying to make it easier to get these agents out there.
Okay, so it's about access and scale, not just the agent itself. And for the developers building this stuff, I saw Mistral AI and All Hands AI put out these DevStrol models. They're saying they're optimized for agentic coding tasks. What does that mean exactly? Like AI writing code?
Pretty much. Helping with code or even taking the lead sometimes.
Yeah.
And what's really interesting is DevStrol Small 1.1, it's open source, Apache 2.0 license, so developers can just grab it and use it freely. And apparently it's actually beating other open models for these kinds of coding agent jobs.
Okay, so powerful tools, developers seem happy. I read Google engineers are really enthusiastic about using AI for coding. Google's even tracking productivity and satisfaction, right?
They are, yeah. And the engineers feel like it's a huge help. They report feeling more productive.
Sounds great then. Faster, happier coders. Win-win.
You'd think so. But here's where it gets tricky. There was this randomized controlled trial by METR. They looked at 16 experienced open source devs, and counterintuitively, the AI tools actually made them slower. Task completion time decreased by about 19%.
Like slower, but didn't you just say they felt faster?
Exactly. That's the paradox. They self-reported being 24% faster. So their perception was totally different from the objective measurement. It really makes you wonder, how do we actually measure the impact of AI, especially on skilled work? What metrics really count?
That completely flips the script on AI making experts faster. So if it's not just about raw model speed,
Yeah.
what makes AI coding tools like, say, Lovable or Bolt actually successful?
Right. It seems to boil down less to the raw AI capability and more to things like context engineering and just good old software architecture. These successful platforms, they tend to share some core pieces like typed prompts with test-driven development, basically giving the AI really precise, structured instructions, almost like code tests. They use things like MCP servers for sandboxed execution safe spaces to run code, and agent loops for managing state, plus real-time coordination with the front end. It's this whole engineered system around the AI. That might explain those METR results, It's about the whole setup.
Got it. So the ecosystem matters as much, maybe more, than the AI brain itself. And looking beyond just coding assistants, what about new core models? I saw Google has T5 Gemma.
Yeah, T5 Gemma. It's adapted from Gemma 2, an encoder-decoder model. Good for tasks like summarizing text or translation, but maybe even more groundbreaking is an architecture called FlexOlmo.
FlexOlmo. What's special about that?
Its big trick is allowing LLM training without everyone having to pool their raw data. Data contributors can basically flip a switch, activate or deactivate their data's contribution in real time. No retraining the whole model. It works by training separate expert modules on private data and plugging them in. It's potentially huge for data privacy and control.
Wow, that really is a shift for data control. And bringing it back to practical use, are there new tools making these big models easier to use at scale?
Definitely. Like Google's Gemini API now has a batch mode. It's an asynchronous endpoint, meaning you send a bunch of requests, it processes them when it can, not instantly. Great for high volume stuff where you don't need immediate answers, and they offer a 50% discount for it.
Cheaper processing for big jobs makes sense.
And also on the accessibility front, Google's expanding Flow, their AI video tool, it uses VO3 tech to turn images into, talking clips. It's now out in over 140 countries, so advanced video creation is getting much more democratized.
That's amazing for creators globally.
Absolutely. And, tying a lot of this together, especially for software as a service, the real key often comes down to the interface. the action interface, as some call it. Most people using these tools aren't prompt engineers, right? They need simple, clean ways to tell the AI what to do or to approve what it suggests. This human checkpoint is crucial for wider adoption.
So summing up, AI isn't just one thing. It's changing coding, software building, our cars, how we make media. It feels like it's touching everything.
It really is. And it leaves us with some big questions, doesn't it? Like,
Yeah.
with that developer productivity data
Yeah.
and how smart these agents are getting, how are human expertise and AI collaboration going to evolve from here? What new skills do we all need to, navigate this landscape effectively? Food for thought.
Spoken Tech for your ears.